What's going on, gamers? All my Genshin gamers. Today we're going to run through another event. This time it's gonna be the Lantern Rite today because it's all done, so I need to run through it and record all of it. I'm hopefully I'm gonna be excited for it, despite Hoyo versus trying their goddamnedest to ruin this event. But you know, hopefully it comes out well. I have high hopes. I always love that Lantern Rite. This is one of the events that I always look forward to playing through. So here we go. Whee! Should be right here. There we go. Everyone's here. Kuching's here.
Kuching and Charlotte. I never thought she'd see you two together.
Wow, Charlotte's here.
Nice to see you again.
You're from
Traveler
France.
Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Gasp.
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything.
That sounds sarcastic.
About purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well,
Place always looks so pretty during Lantern Rite.
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Ooh, kites. Can't wait to make a million of them.
Oh, so that's why Paimon
I hope.
sees
I
you
assume.
in
I don't
the
actually know what
sky.
Liyue
you can do during
Harbor is
Lantern
always
Rite.
changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all,
Someone else do
it is
kites?
said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did
When was she
use
last
my
here? Wait, why
network
do
to
I forgot about
introduce
that?
Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end,
Guess you can't say it doesn't.
we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
I know what that means. We're gonna make some.
Mechanical lifting device?
We're gonna make some. What's it called?
Impressive.
Why can't I think of the name?
Kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something
Fly.
mechanical?
Drones. We're gonna make drones. There we go.
Well, you've actually
Let's go.
just answered your own question, Paimon.
There's no wind.
How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think?
They're making drones.
Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
It's not a bad idea.
Right. I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
A drone sounds like
With
it's
Charlotte's
expensive.
help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall.
Oh, that
in the
looks kind of
harbor.
cool.
We're having trouble keeping
That one's
up
a
with
wildflower.
demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool. Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as
It's not a toy, Paimon. It's a war machine.
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. To
Playthings.
me, there's so much more than that.
Well, yeah, it's a drone.
Think for a second about how
Hope a child
remarkable
doesn't
it
get
is
their
that
hands on a
flimsy
drone.
paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Where's the rest of it? Send them with love. Send them with word. Send them homeward bound. That's the rest of. Where did the audio go? Also, why am I stuck here? I'll skip it ahead.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the coaching we know. Always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
She's playing chess. We're
Well
playing
said, Miss
checkers, dude.
Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
She's so pretty. I love Kuching.
As long
She's
as
my
you're willing to
first
listen,
waifu.
I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For
Ooh.
example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship.
Ooh.
My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame.
Those are
Then,
so
draw a
detailed. It's
design
really
of your
cool.
choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
You gonna go through every single one?
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It
Scissor-tailed
symbolizes
swallow?
good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point.
I don't know. I was expecting her to be like,
If
I
you're
don't know.
interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect.
Job,
Let's
guys.
Take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I
Where is
almost
Kuching's
forgot.
house?
The Ministry of
I feel like she
Civil
lives in a
Affairs
mansion.
is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
Oh, that's
If
always
you're
fun.
interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
Cool.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
I look
Thanks,
forward to
Paimon.
seeing your
I'm glad you're here.
performance.
You bet. See you then.
My.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those 2 people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
Uh-oh, troubles a brewing.
So it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans.
What the
before
fuck?
they begin.
She looks like
You go right,
zipping
I go
around.
left.
Oh god. Here we go. Time to start trouble instead of responding to trouble.
Oh,
You motherfuckers, who are you?
it is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
I don't understand a single word you just said.
Where did this Buddy Daddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think
You like the red streak in his hair.
eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
He's got red eyes. It was
There's no
him.
secrets before 2 such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus.
Oh wait, it's the Adepti. No one can understand
For the purpose
what
of
they're
this foray
saying.
into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
I was like, wow, I can't understand a word he's saying. I should have known. He's an Adeptus.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the
They said it
rest
was
of us.
stuck up his ass.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that
Keep
Paimon
zipping around. What the
believes
fuck?
Just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed.
Wow, that was a good guess.
Father and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
She guessed that correctly.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Yeah, bastard. Hmm.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
I do remember
The
that
flavor of
actually.
That soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that
Does
singular
that mean we're gonna
occasion,
run into Cloud
providing
Retainer in this one?
other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does
They
not
do
have the
talk like
breath to waste
Adepti.
on
I
such
guess that
petty
counts.
trifles.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under
Because
the
a compliment
bridge,
to the
right?
quality of your designs.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Yeah, there was a joke. Haha, it was a
I'm still
break.
curious about something. It's just Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
He just looks pissed.
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. Since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid. Cloud Retainers.
Oh, okay, so we are gonna run into
But
Shenyan
a
here.
moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation
Yeah, they're gonna
has
make a
hitherto
drone.
revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
She's probably
Cloud
pissed.
Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
I want to run into her, especially in her human form.
Plus,
Mother,
on the
please.
trip back,
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
Well, and departing they are. There they go.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls.
Let's go.
See what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Bum, 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 bum. There's a kite stall. Here we go. I'm assuming this is gonna be like one of the mini games or something.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Probably not, but I guess it's gonna happen anyway.
Ah, this jade chamber design is our newest.
Wow.
It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
But can that thing really fly? I don't know why it looks kind of weird.
Of course.
Big ass
The
tower
jade
just flying
chamber
around.
symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Well, they are rich up there. That's for sure.
Now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
The one with money.
I
Let's go.
apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Elon Wharf?
Wait, what?
Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Gaming. We're gaming, brother. Let's go.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transfers.
I actually don't have
around
gaming
the
yet.
area. He
I haven't been
works
trying to
with
get gaming. I've been trying to
transport
get,
agents and other sub-organizations.
Yin's weapon.
The problem
No
is
luck,
many
though.
of my
And I ain't
colleagues are
spending money.
taking leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
Sure.
You seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts.
Compensated. I'm all about it.
Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. But just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you
Let's
a
go.
discount.
I really should get gaming. Gaming has like really good animations. His animations are really cool. I think it's a DPS too, actually, I believe.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement.
It's gaming.
Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
Wow, I was
No way.
I'm not excited for gaming anymore.
Up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
Were they playing
That was
Genius
nothing.
Invocation TCG?
All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect. Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Elon Wharf.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure.
I do like his
do your
outfit though.
thing.
His
Let's have a
his bun
rematch
kind
when
of
you get back.
no,
I won't let you win so easily.
doesn't really that kind of resembles mine. Mine's is up though. His goes down.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods.
I don't really have like the wolf thing,
Spend
the wolf
every
cut
hour
either.
on
My
this. Let me take them off your hands.
my hair is all
Wasn't
in the
that
bun.
bad. It's just some kite making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks
Me.
for your help.
Huh? You know us?
I feel like at this point
There
everyone
probably
knows
aren't
this.
many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place.
Yeah, of course they know us here. We don't
He's
fucking
just
leave
been
this place.
Super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yes, sir.
It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way.
Let's do it. Let's get
And there are a
let's
couple
get
of
to
good
it.
places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
Cool.
Ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
I'm there with you, buddy. Let's go.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
I think we're good.
Our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard after all.
Cool. Where are we going? Lantern Rite! Woo! Lantern Rite 2024, let's go! Wow. Youngling. The Joyous Beast and their auspicious... whatever the fuck. Paper Shadows of Forging. Is this like the actual quest, or is this just the mini games? Not yet. Oop. Doom, 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 doom. Paper Shadow Emanation. I'm assuming that's the Phantom Rite. That's not right. The Lantern Rite. Oh no, I think this is the quest. Your opponent return to the aliens, expect a familiar face to see your harbor. Okay, yeah, this is the quest. Wow, that makes us go far. Shit. Alright, let's get it going. Part 2. Or part 1? I think this is still part 1. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Go to Chenyu Vale with gaming.
Just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I wasn't really struggling there, but I appreciate you.
Behind me. I'll handle this.
I'm okay. I got it. I should try gaming. Oh, it's 5. It's way out there. Woo! I feel like I'm really bad with gaming. Woo! His animations are really cool, though. Oh, I did that wrong. Woo! I'm not ulted yet. Bitch! That's always the easiest way to get someone.
Many happy returns.
Oh, I'm still going. Boom! That flip is really cool. Boom. Okay, I thought I had like multiple jumps, like I was Xian Yun, like this. Whee! Oh, wrong one. Oop, oop, oop.
Congratulations, mighty mythical beast.
The mighty mythical beasts. I think I did it. I should really read what his abilities do.
Like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
I know his abilities look his
Yeah.
ability looks really sick. I love the flip.
That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh.
Yeah, you're really good at flipping.
That's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Is that the thing from Demon Slayer?
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chenyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera.
Wow.
I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to
not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
It's not tiring. You just can't do it all the time.
You must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Carts? What?
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Bam, 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 bam. I hope there's not. I don't have to go like really far in this area. I actually don't have a lot of this area unlocked, or I don't have a lot of the teleport or the waypoints. I was gonna get it off stream, but I didn't do that. I was supposed to because I have Xian Yun and I was getting her materials, which I got them all. I have her level 90 now. Gaming walks forward and exchanges a few words with the boatman near the docks. The next thing you know, he's called for everyone aboard the bamboo raft.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh,
That's kind of cool. I've never thought we would ever be riding this thing.
and her stomach's so empty.
Dude, that's kind of cool. Bamboo raft looks
Sorry.
fun.
Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Leo is just too hilly.
It really is. She is not wrong.
Like, where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied, and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like...
Yeah, she's an empty pit,
You
unfortunately.
apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, Paimon to be able to work for a living out in the real world. Little shit.
And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Gaming seems like a real people person. You can get along with anyone. He can treats everyone, every person he meets like a close friend. I was gonna bite him in the ass.
Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
Like his feet doesn't touch the ground.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city.
Cool.
But each place produces cakes with
That's
a
really
slightly
good.
different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. All my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while. Okay?
You got a mouth on you, brother. I'll tell you that much. You are ripping and rolling.
Enjoying listening to your chitter chatter.
I mean-
A fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
He talks, that's for sure.
Anytime she wants.
Slowly lose yourself in the beauty of surrounding scenery. Before you know it, you're agreeing the side of Yulong Wharf. Wharf. Funny word. Wharf.
Woohoo! We're here!
Let's go.
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time.
I like how
Okay,
they didn't
follow
give
me.
that guy any voice lines.
This way is
Just
fastest.
like
We'll
waved
have
at him
to
and
take
you
the
look
elevator
back
up
at
to
him.
the secure transport agency.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-dun, dun, da-dun, da-dun. Ba-dum. Can you adapt? What is that? Something has to do with some. Damn it! I have to walk around. No, I should have gotten the TPs around this place. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Should have flew around or something. I also hope this is the right way. I've never been here. Woo. There, TP. There it is. Whoop. Okay.
Hey, slow down. I'm begging ya.
Yeah, you were talking all that good shit a second ago, brother.
Funny business when the
Wee.
Oh, well, how should I put it?
I don't know.
Fine, spit it out.
Probably by saying it, I guess.
Do you see that group of people over there?
Where?
Those are my relatives.
Oh.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
He stole from his family.
No, it's not that.
Oh. Oh, that's boring.
I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them.
Is this gonna be a sneaking mission away from his family?
We have the chance, but right now we've got a job to do.
We are gonna sneak past them, of course we are.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Wait, they're gonna see me. Oh, we're good. Move, gaming. Gaming sure is taking its time. The music here is really nice. This music is like super peaceful and happy.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Isn't there a way towards the right? We could literally go around. Okay, that's fine.
She's gone. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Hello, dear travelers. I really thought she was gonna like actually disappear. Ah.
To the right and...
Oh.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a
It really was. You kind of made that harder on yourself.
winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
That's probably not a good idea.
Hey, Uncle Drigway. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
Cool.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Oh, I guess we're leaving. Never mind.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jergway.
His
How
eyes
would
are
it be if I
super
just sat
bright.
here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Ooh.
You noticed what Paimon likes?
Paimon has
How long have you two
is
known
sugar for
Tommy?
blood. Gaming, like, I don't know, 10
Not long
minutes.
at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends. You know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain.
Oof,
Browning personally
that's
went
rough.
all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else. And
Oh
Uncle
god, he's
Yongzan
got daddy
says he
problems.
doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jergway? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
it feels like we've troubled you enough already.
This dude's doing
Great
everything on his
looking
own.
Materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
Oh, we got it done already. Let's go.
All right then. To
deliver it if you want to.
Do it, I guess.
Are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from
In 2
Studio
days,
XS,
I gotta.
my treat,
I'm
and
assuming I
don't even
gotta
think
fast
about
forward
joining
time.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
What the?
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good.
Family hates him. You
Never
little
get
shit.
free food.
Ever shut the fuck up. That'd be really mean if that's actually what it was. That would suck.
All right, then I'm off. See you in
I'm
2 days.
I don't know. I guess we'll see what his
Make sure not
family
to get too
backstory
much
is. I wonder what
fun.
that's gonna be like.
Don't
That
say I
sounds
didn't
like
warn you.
be kind of interesting.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is
Yes.
Garden's family situation really that complicated?
His father hates him.
He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around
I
the
guess
same
so.
age, so you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
If you have the time, maybe you can
Sure.
make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have winter melon cake instead.
What you get for being a smart ass Paimon?
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
Sure. Just chug it.
We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Sure. Thanks. Let's see. We gotta go run this way. Not that way. That's behind the door. Oh, look at that.
Unsolicited.
And all
And
the
all
more.
what you need done.
That chest just came out of nowhere, dude. This is a jump scared chest.
What are you doing here?
Hello, hello.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
No, I love you. Hi. Mommy. Where was she? Wait, when did we meet her before? Chat, does anyone know? Anyone comment when we actually met her before? Did I skip a... No, I didn't skip any events, did I? No, there's no way. Is this because of her quest? I have no idea.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
Just taking shit in that big ass box.
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no
Like her
consequence
talons.
to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
Kinda.
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Tia something and Ho.
And ho, whatever the
I
fuck.
can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
God, she is so hot, bro.
Tianyin?
It's like, yeah, Hoyoverse really is fucking up. Damn, she is hot. Forget about them.
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils?
Just some long ass
One
nails.
shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Wait here?
God damn,
You're
bro.
just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh.
I hate to see you go, but I love to see you leave. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh,
Yes, me too. Fuck 'em.
super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell
Thank you,
teas of
man.
the finest quality, sourced
Ooh.
directly from Chaoyang Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful.
How much
By the
money does she
way,
actually
we're
have now that I
running
think
a
about it?
special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes.
Oh no.
The merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too.
Yeah, but like, how much money do you
Then 4
have?
shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest
Oh,
you
no,
in
she's
these
getting ripped
exquisite
off.
Gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
What?
Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes.
You don't say.
Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples.
Oh boy.
10, a nice
Like-
round number, don't you think?
Like a rich
Of course
auntie,
you
dude.
do.
Just spending
I'll
her
even shave
money.
A little extra off the price for
But does
you.
she actually have the money?
That is agreeable. One will, I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
You sneaky bastard.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
I feel like she's gonna take that as a challenge.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Oh boy.
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
Did you notice something?
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
What? What the hell just happened?
The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Oh, many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
What? Would it? Are
There
you
is no
sure?
harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Okay. What the hell just happened? Also, it doesn't matter. Should go back. I should have been there with her and try to strike up some deals.
Xianyan, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally, one may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
I mean, I guess. Part of the deal. Right into buying things. The box looks like it's ready to burst already.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
I don't even go here.
Had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then?
Oh.
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus,
Makes sense.
one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
I think she's just gonna yell at everybody, which would be really funny, and I would love to see that. Juyu, Shenhe.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha!
Preposterous.
You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery.
You kind of want to see one of the Jones. I feel like they will look funny.
Has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile.
Follow the wind.
It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand.
I don't even care. Just talk to me. That's all I care about.
One is better off saving one's breath.
I'll listen.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
It's so crazy. I love whatever the fuck you were talking about, actually, believe it or not.
Huh?
Yes, I'm there.
Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time.
All right, then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted.
Cool.
Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
There's a lot happening in 2 days.
Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes
Surely
as
you're
one
fucking with
pleases.
me.
For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Well, you know. As long as she's having fun, that's all that matters. Oh, it floats. That's that's sick. That's kind of cool.
What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Floating toting device. Christ. Yep.
She seems pretty proud of that one.
I mean, it is kind of cool.
Down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind.
He's staring because she's hot.
That box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top.
Yeah?
You know,
Is that what happened?
all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together. All Paimon say is that Xinyun sure does try hard to save face.
She's a proud lady, dude.
A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made. Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
That does sound like something she would say, actually. Oh, there we go. Nice. Done and done. Talk to Junshi. For the next part. Liberty Affairs. 2 days later. Between 8 and 12 p.m. Whoop. That's probably too far. Maybe it's not far enough. We'll see. Speed up time. I feel like this isn't going to be enough time. Who knows? It's probably fine. It did say to wait 2 days. Nice. Go to the Shinue kiosk and have dim sum with gaming.
Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gamin. Let's go!
Where the hell is gaming? Wait. Where the fuck? Oh, he's back in Leeway. I was like, where the fuck is gaming? Dude, gaming went... What is this for anyways? Oh, I guess I can get a free gaming. That's for this one, right? Yes. The next quest. Woo! So far, the story's been pretty decent. I mean, it's all just set up. It's not like it's really anything. You know what I'm saying? We got to see Xin Yun, so that's all that matters to me. She's hot. She's a fucking bird milf. Skyward. Woo. Let's go. Free food, dumplings.
Oh, you're here early.
Let's go.
I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down. Sit down.
Let's all take a
Nothing better tasting than free food. Let's go.
Here, hand me your cups.
I didn't get a cup. I just got here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, is that cup full of gamer subs?
You weren't supposed to drink.
Gamer subs sponsor me.
That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's fucking funny.
That's a thing?
Oh my gosh. Fucking drank the bowl of water. As you talk, Piper had dim sum dishes arrive at the table one after another. And just when you think all the dishes have been delivered, the hostess brings over generous bowls of seafood congee, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, that's a really cool picture.
Delicious food. Do you really
Dude, the
eat
food
all
looks
this just
delicious.
for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Ooh.
Eat.
She's eating a little
If it's
shrimp.
not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it.
What is
about
that?
you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up.
It'd be rude to do. It would be rude to tell him no.
It's a few extra shrimp. Thanks.
Everyone picks up their chopsticks and digs in. Each dish tastes exquisite and is uniquely flavorful. You slowly start to relax as you enjoy your pleasant conversation over a satisfying meal. This goes on until even Paimon can't eat another bite.
So full. That meal was so satisfying. It even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen.
That's
Paimon's
weird.
figured it out.
Figured what out?
Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why
I wouldn't
you
think so.
try to
He
keep your
works two
friends and family
jobs.
away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors.
So he's the head of a
Sometimes
big
they're true,
family. Of course he would
sometimes
know.
not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Cool.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
He's not rich?
Oh,
Gasp.
never thought she was
I never would've
unacceptable
guessed.
there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am.
The art of the deal.
It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Gaming always seems happy and carefree. This is the most serious I've ever seen him. This topic must be very important to him.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. that I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
Damn, really hit him with it.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do.
You stay true to your dreams, gaming.
One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands.
That's
In the end,
an
I was
appropriate
so
time to
angry
say that.
I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No.
Fighting.
I know
That's
that it
the
wasn't
word
the
you
right
want to
way
use.
to go about
Fighting. What the
things.
fuck is throwing hands?
But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But
Or gaming.
I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just
You get
rely on
rejected,
dreams to
that's
put
what he
food on
means.
the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understands.
It's all about the grind gaming.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Yeah, we gotta go see Mommy
We
Bird.
told Xianyun that we would go to her kite making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Auntie, woo. Is yeah.
Do you not know who she really is, Gaming?
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something.
She does say one whatever the fuck.
She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh,
Oneself.
she doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Great! The more the merrier!
Let's go. The Cloud Sea Appeal. A brilliance revealed. Started. Let's go. Let's go, Mount Aokong. Let me leave. How do I leave? This door. Wrong door. Keep going through the wrong door, shit. Do. 2,000 away, so we're gonna have the TP there. Go. I'm so glad this is all around like TP areas, so I don't have to walk. Let's go. I've never used her in Leeway, in the Leeway Hills. I'm gonna grab that. Whoop. 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 That is so helpful. Dude, that is sick. Love using Xianyun. She's sleeping while standing up.
Come on, wake up!
Why does she sleep while standing up? It's Yo Yo. I love Ganyu. She's perfect. She's a little eepy goat.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone.
She fucking snores. Dude, she's so cute. I love her. I'm surprised she doesn't fall over or something.
Apologies in advance.
I mean, what is she gonna?
Wait, Shenhe? Not there!
She's gonna grab the horns. Shinha takes out a small green bottle, extract some minty smelling liquid, and applies it to Ganyu's horns. Yeah, Paimon look in shock with mouths gaping, but it cannot stop her in time. Uh-oh.
See? It worked. She's awake.
Dude, keeping her, like, forcefully awake. Can't she just sleep?
Some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
You did put her on her horns.
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
She has a forced
Did you
midday
not sleep
nap.
last
She
night?
just sleep.
That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me.
And one thing
Or,
surely
I
leads
guess
to
you
another
don't.
with him.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
Look at her, she's
It's an
tiny.
honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too. I want to participate in the kite
Look
flying
at her, she's
competition
tiny.
with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right?
Yeah,
Your best
she's not
friend
wrong.
didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Dude, she is.
Wow.
She's
you're really
absolutely
awesome.
prepared.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone.
It's okay, Ganyu. You can do no wrong. We love you.
Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
She didn't come in her.
Who is it that
Oh.
speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
She said, "What the fuck did you say to me, brother?"
Heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's
Ooh.
still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird. Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus.
Dude, but she is hot, that's for sure.
As you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right?
Cloud Retainer sets down her bags while Shuyu hands out the grilled fish. As everyone begins to talk lively, conversation fills the usually tranquil environment of Mount Al Song. I don't know why that took me 3 tries to say it, but I said it.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
Bing, 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 bing.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any
Yes,
questions?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
Yeah, thanks, Paimon. You're
One
always
would
a
wait
help
under
as
this
always, you
tree
stupid.
And avail oneself of the cool air while one digests.
She's
Do
just chilling.
not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
I want your company.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Yeah, we're clearly gonna win. Fuck the rest of these idiots. What gaming's doing.
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just...
His dad's a kite maker. I knew it.
It would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with?
Thank God. I'm all for exposition. I'm not that all for exposition.
What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Look at her. She's so excited. How can you tell her no?
It's decided then.
Absolutely, small child. We will get on that. Where's the rest of them? Where's Yao Yao?
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you.
They're like
No harm
sisters.
done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though?
Huh?
No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Wait, I want to touch him, Ganyu. I love you.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors.
You should probably not sleep standing up either.
Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
That'll work.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them.
Oh, yeah, that was a cloud retainer. Makes sense.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is
Alright, I wasn't expecting that.
seeing your finished product.
What
So caring.
to make it, Yao Yao?
Why does she care for me?
I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
Do both at the
If
same
you are
time.
asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With
She knows
age
everything.
comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied.
Oh, you
I
know,
was under the impression
we're
that
just
one was
chilling.
supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
No, ma'am.
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start.
Oh, that's so crazy. We actually finished it. Like right now, please, for the love of God, don't hurt me.
We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
Let's do it.
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
We're gonna make it Paimon shaped, aren't we?
Oh, that's
I knew it.
not
I
a
fucking knew it. God
completely
damn it.
crazy idea.
No, I don't want to make it a Paimon shape.
Paimon-shaped kite.
Whatever.
But at least make sure you never get
I'm sure it's fine. It'll make it funny.
and you always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe
I'm gonna string you up on a kite and fly you, you little fuck. Shut up.
Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
I hope we draw it really funny. That's kind of funny. Got a big old head.
Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super high.
I'm assuming I don't get any choice in this, and they're just gonna kind of do it randomly. Oh no, I can. Okay, I was gonna say. She should be pleased with herself. She should look afraid. She should look something. She should look afraid.
It's too high! Someone say Paimon, she's about to faint! Like that?
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
Now that we've decided, let's make it happen!
Oh, please tell me it's a funny looking face. I did it. I did it for the meme. Please tell me the meme is good.
It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
Wait, I gotta see it. Also, there goes Shinyon.
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shinyon's calling us!
Quick, let's go. Mommy's calling us.
Let one take a look.
Oh, I can't wait to see Paimons.
Wow!
That's so
Claudio and
pretty.
Shenhe made a
That one's
sympathetic
cool.
swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting?
I did the painting.
I
I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
I had to cut that laughing shit off really fast. She seemed pissed.
Everyone can see it too.
She put a stop to all that kind of nonsense.
So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark.
Yeah, the thing looks cool. The
Your golden finch is cute
the
too,
dragon
Yaya.
face or the dragon head. That's really cool.
It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
Look at her. She's so proud of
What
Yao
about your kite, traveler?
Yao. You know. Okay, I gotta see this. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious, dude. That's so stupid.
That's hilarious.
Why does Paimon feel like you're laughing at her and not with her?
You have a stupid fucking face. What do you mean, why?
I'm just admiring the expression you chose.
What?
Whether the kite soars high in the air or comes crashing straight to the ground, it's still fitting. That's quite the impressive feat, actually.
Dude, that's so funny.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh?
A gentle breeze presses back. I don't know the day.
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude
Oh, it's a
piece of
drone.
mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
Wow, there she goes.
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Wow, she's
Cloud Retainer!
going pretty
Traveler,
far.
Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
Yeah, that's really true. Holy shit, she's gonna beat the shit out of him.
There's wind up ahead.
Fuck, I'm coming.
We can glide over.
Help. I love how they called it that. Mommy, Cloud Retainer, wait. It wasn't their fault.
It's right there.
Wait, where is it? Oh, it's the other
This
two.
Fontainian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time
Junior?
for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
Relax thine self.
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread.
Your
I would do
concern
too.
is misplaced, surely.
No, it's not.
Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both
Shut
say
thine
farewell
lips.
to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Uh-oh, they've been caught.
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor.
They can communicate
Say
telepathically.
something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner
Can't
or
she hear them as well?
she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
You did it. There you go.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite mint.
Hey, look, he's being a mint picker.
Well, and if that's all,
Smile.
then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You?
Oh, shit. Well, well.
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
Oh, she's pissed.
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves?
I guess not.
One is also
She is-
well
she
aware of
sounds
how
pretty pissed.
enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land.
I'd probably kiss her ass
Of
too.
this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
Yes, ma'am. Wait, you could have brought me back with you. You're kind of fuck. Oh well, there she goes. Damn it. You didn't even. Okay. I guess I'll take us back. Not that way. Holy shit, not that way at all. Oh wait. Okay, there we go. We're back. We made it. Oh, it's just a Shinha and Ganyu.
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only two of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites.
That's adorable.
Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
That why he doesn't like kites?
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Hmm.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. Oh, if I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
God, you're so smart shit, huh?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
That's
exactly
true.
That's why
What?
tolerance and
That was one way to say
understanding are
it.
as important as they are.
Well, I mean, she's not wrong. That the most important thing is she's not wrong.
Understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking.
Cooking? I want some food.
Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Sure.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy?
It really is like an auntie.
My favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
She's like the rich auntie with her two daughters. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's go. Give us some food. You wait outside for Cloud Retainers in a few moments. Little fucking wolf. Oh, I need to get these outfits. I forgot about that. Probably get them Friday. God, they're so pretty, bro.
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing.
Oh, it's because she usually wears tights, right?
Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
Amazing.
She has them just like that.
You look pretty too, Ganyu. Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit you both.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, no, that's
nothing less.
she's from. I was thinking of that new girl, but she's from some other place.
What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately, why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
Hey, me too.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
You get dirty?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently
Look at her smile, dude.
Yes.
Her smile can just melt the room away.
Very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Shin.
Supreme cuisine machine. I hate that it rhymes.
Particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet. Paimon can't stop eating. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
Yeah, she usually hates everyone.
One has high standards.
She looks like.
He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It
I
appears
respect
that
that.
he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh. What strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Shinyan?
Why would she know that? What?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
What's even weirder that she does know that.
Away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
Just kind of telling a story without asking.
What?
This shall not do.
Uh-oh.
Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogius.
A what?
He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanus once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical.
Oh wait, Bonanus is one of the Adepti, right? Or not the Adepti, one of the demon hunters.
When one asked Menogius his opinion, he remarked that the
What's it
trainer's
called?
skirt would serve to enhance
Yaksha.
her
There you go.
countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... one seems to have strayed off topic.
Oh boy.
One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Yeah, they gotta go talk it out.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Such a deadpan look, I love it.
Efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Oh, Paimon
She didn't say
really
anything.
hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
Oh, time to skip time again. I'm assuming this is going to be the end of the quest, because... Yep. Because they said specifically, I'll see you in 2 days. That means it's time to jump to the next one. Woo. If I had to guess, I'm assuming I'm going to be back here again, so... 8, I'm assuming. This is all going to be a guess. We'll see if I'm right or not. We'll see if that even counts as 2 days or not. The only unfortunate thing about being out here in, like, the random, or being out here at night is seeing, if it counts as 2 days. I might have to skip one more day. We'll see.
It's time to carry out
Nope.
the plan.
Oh, I guessed wrong. I wasn't had to be here. I had to go all the way back to Lantern Rite, or to Liyue Harbor.
Let's go find Gaming. Hope everything goes well.
Whoop. Just jump over a fucking child.
Skyward! Scatter!
Skyward. Ba-dum.
Hi, Gaming. Paimon sees you've certainly
That's kind of cool back there.
this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect. You're all here.
Are you the one
There's
always
an
losing?
important commission I need your help with.
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client.
Oh,
who requested to
wow.
meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
It's his house. I knew it.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Sure, let's get to
Alright,
it.
Don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
That is cool. The Glede? The Glede returns to the pavilion. It's kind of a cool statue. Oh, it already skipped us all the way over here. Thank God.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Well, gaming, something cut your tongue, old buddy, old pal. What's the problem, big fella? Here we go.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Yep, talk.
Dad?
They're gonna fight it out. Punch him.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you.
Get him, gaming. Punch him in the cock.
Delivery to him. Trust Paimon.
Just hit him with a swift dick punch. Bah! There's no counterplay to it.
Good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
You little shit. You little bastard.
The goods are all in order?
I should not be laughing at
They're
that.
all here.
Then let's get going.
Let us depart. Yes, let's get going, you little fuck. I really should not be laughing at this.
For you, by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see.
Dollar bill,
I
yo.
suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Let's see how far we're going here. Wonmin. Or no, Wangshi. Speaking of which, I wonder what Shinha does at Wonmin. That.
Skyward!
Whoop.
Scatter! We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired?
Dude, she makes jumping so much easier.
I'm fine.
This is really cool. I love Xinyan. And not just because she's a MILF.
You usually have some delicious snacks on
It's kind of because she's a MILF.
Bring them out so we can share
It's pretty much because she's a MILF.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
I just kind of see what they're saying.
Paimon.
Oh, okay, I guess that's it. Let's go.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
You always were the little quitter, weren't you, you little bastard? Okay, I need to stop that. It's really not appropriate, but for some reason, I just can't help but laugh at that.
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Oh, they're gonna get. They're gonna get rid. I thought it was gonna be Ganyu and Shinha. Wow, I was actually kind of right, but it's Mooncutter.
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring
They're
them
so
forth readily and
they're
without
so
protest.
convincing. Oh my goodness.
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone.
They're also
It's difficult
acting.
to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is leave this to me. I'll handle them.
Wait, they're just joking.
Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Coming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
He's not gonna hurt those two Adeptas, is he? I hope not.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Oh boy.
Away. Let us away.
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter.
Is that?
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
But it's still really funny that they just use the Adeptus.
All is going to plan.
Let's go, Retainer.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Yongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Oh shit. He's
Sir,
just
please
playing.
Listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Oh boy. Oh Just let it go. Fuck it. I think he should.
Acting in broad daylight.
Should be fine when that's. There's no way they're gonna, try to rob God. Let it go.
Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
Must have figured it all out by now. Is he just playing dumb on purpose? Maybe.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case. Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved,
Yes, ordinary.
cause more trouble.
Just a good old
Since we find ourselves otherwise
middle-aged man.
in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Whee! I gotta see this. Let's see how this turned out. This is gonna be pretty funny.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat...
It sounds familiar.
Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves.
True.
If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well,
This seems weird.
He's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you.
I see.
This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wuxia dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old.
Oh
Every
God,
time
imagine
I
being
get to
old.
Thinking like that,
Sounds awful.
I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wuxia dancing as a kid.
You know,
If
Kagura.
I had known how things would turn out,
For some reason, that reminds you of
I would
Demon
have
Slayer.
never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Yeah, he's actually like 6,000 years old, believe it or not.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Yeah, they're really hot, by the way.
More easy
One's got horns.
than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
They're really going for the honorifics in the English dub now, aren't they?
Do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
God, I was not ready for this to
I was too stuck in
get
my ways.
to strike me in the
You need not
parental
reproach
issues.
your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Hey, look, he's back.
Oh, Gaming is back.
I wonder if gaming found out that that they were Adeptus.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Why'd he get so offended by that? I don't know why. For some reason, that sounded really funny, like he got super offended. What the fuck do you mean by that?
Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
Yes and no.
So, that's how we're starting off?
Technically
Can't look
no.
me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow.
Well, kinda.
Pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Basically.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
You little fuck.
Not at all. Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
Yeah, talking goes both ways, little man. Get in there. As we say in the FGC, get in there.
These past few years.
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
We could try fighting him again. I mean, we all saw how that went last time. Might as well give it a shot, right? Try tackling him this time.
It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Try punching him.
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he kind of has a lot of knowledge, knowing, you know.
For several decades, it seems. I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
I just dabbled in it a bit. Not like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli.
They're gonna be best friends, I can tell.
Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
Wait, I want some dim sum. That sounds delicious.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Good luck. Clearly, they're not gonna fight, right? Gonna turn around and just see him pile drive him through the fucking table.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard.
Another thing he's an expert at.
The conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Oh?
Hello.
It's Xiao.
Xiao, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time?
Sure.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
I assume this is supposed to be in his mind?
Quite immersed in the study of this device.
Because they speak telepathically.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for
I feel like
Rite.
they thought this was supposed to. Fuck, I guess I wouldn't really know unless I know, unless I
like she
watch the
does every
Japanese
year.
version.
Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
Because it seems like they could speak telepathically.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the
No, this is definitely not supposed to be telepathically. Why is there echo?
obsessed with using sesame oil.
Oh, it's
in
probably just because it's a
preparation of
bad. Yeah, it's because it's a what's it
vegetable
called?
dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation
I
from
assume it's just
Xiangling,
because it's a
perhaps.
flashback.
What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Cool.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Who. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were
Like a dad tasking his son to do something.
and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did
This is
the testing
Xiao. He's my
together.
son.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
Competitors is not the most important thing right now.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although,
It's kind of a bit
watching
different.
a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind.
Makes me want to go kite flying. Is that weird,
Like
chat?
shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Sure. Is that like a lead up to the next
It's
event?
getting late. I should go inform Director Who of our findings.
How's she been, by the way?
I want to go see Hu Tao. He's a little dummy.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village
In a few days. Wow.
If you have the time.
Well, I mean, at least this means that the story's over.
If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
I want to go see the crackhead little walnut.
Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Goodbye. Whew. This is uncomfortable.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Just a dad, dude.
Sit, Shinhe, sit. You must be
Pinyin.
tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
It's mommy.
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Is that what they're gonna do? Oh boy.
So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
There's a lot of people actually.
I just so happened to have bought some sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety.
I love how loud she's being.
Forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
I love this, bro.
Work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Don't say that. No, Shinhe. Don't. Not the time. Nope, that is not the time. But also, I want Shinhe to do that to me. Tone it down, you idiot.
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
I love how she has a blank stare.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so
This is
far
so
from
good,
each
dude. I
other.
love this so
It would
much.
be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
Please tell me she fucks it up again.
You already know of my past circumstances.
Oh boy, this is going
Recently, I've
so
been conversing
wrong.
with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe
I love
Gory
this.
is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
I can't believe it's actually working.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to make for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
No, you idiot. Stop that.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Darling, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll
This is
have
such an
your
amazing
entire
moment.
family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it. You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Has he? So our web of lies runs deep. I hope you don't mind. Oh wait, we have to go to Liyue Harbor. I'm not running all of that. No, thank you. I am a-okay with taking this this route out. Whoop. I had to use my glider. Ugh. Oh, it's Charlotte. Charlotte. Jinyan's in the background. I just saw her.
You must be Mr. Ip. Thank you for coming all this way.
We roped Charlotte in.
My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird.
The Steamboy.
I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course. Please follow me.
He's part of the rope of lies.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
Yep.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure?
Yeah, this whole crowd, everyone around here, yeah, they're all fake actually.
Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Mommy?
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
I wonder what this phase is supposed to be. Assume it's something funny.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanha appear foolish in front of
Is everyone here just aunts and uncles to each other?
She really knows how to look out for
Or is it just the dub being weird?
I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Yeah, it's gonna hit my wallet the most.
Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as
It's
soon
from the
as they lay
Steamboy.
their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for
I was
you
about to
to
say, can
consider
he
at the
really pay for that on his own?
Are there not?
Yes.
Must be rolling in money. Well, he did say he had money and then
Thinking
some.
about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. So, it's like this.
And we're gonna cut. Because we don't get to hear the idea until later. Of course.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
Let's make it go down.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition.
Ooh.
Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
I don't think Xinyan's gonna like us using a drone. Oh boy. I guess it can't really hurt. I would like to have purchased one of your drones, please. I want to spy on my neighbor.
Hello again.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before.
Sure.
Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
That's really cute.
She even wrote a long letter
Yeah.
telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Can we take a drone, please?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge.
It's a drone. Are you sure about that?
It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Yeah, this seems like something that would cost a lot of money.
Right for me to take your Mora.
Oh boy.
Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
I'll take one of your finest drones, please. Oh, mind me, chat. I'm snacking right now. Chat, let me know if you're also snacking while watching this. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's done. Let's get down to business.
Oh, time skipping manually. Gasp.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Good place and
Is this the last? No, wait, this is something else. This is the activity. I thought that was gonna be the end. There you go. Oh, yay! Animation, woo! I always love these animations. These animations are so... Hey, Chi-Chi! I love these animations. They're so heartwarming and cute. Ganyu and Shunha. God, they're so pretty, bro.
Come here, allow me.
That's so cute. Let's see who else is here. Oh.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Oh, well, they're gonna... Yeah, it's gonna be for the dancing. He looks cool with his hood on. That's so badass. Oh gosh, she's so hot, bro. Is that Charlotte? It's my waifu.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
It's gaming.
Wait, the wind.
It's a towel.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Guming's performance was so
Woo, we did it.
Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him. Oh,
God, I always love the animations in this game. It's so good.
talking to his dad.
They always hit you, man. They always hit you hard.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Dad.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
You said it like 3 times already.
You're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid.
This
All right.
This story is definitely not for people with parental issues.
Did you have something you wanted to say, or?
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Yep, it's all because of you.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
He's been through some financial trouble lately. We haven't been putting a strain on his wallet.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
there, Gummy.
Really?
Ew.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and
Food.
go fly a kite.
Blade returns to the pavilion. Completed. Woo! Should be one more, right? God, those stories really never fail to hit me where it hurts, dude. Bum, 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 bum. In 2 days' time again. Okay. Is it the same time? 8. Oh no, 12. This time it's at 12. Cool. I'm assuming Liyue Harbor's probably close enough, right? I just assumed this is gonna be like somewhere here. Bum, bum, bum. Man, that was rough. But I loved it. I loved that the cinematic. That was so cute. I loved it.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. Didn't Xiangli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village? We didn't have it.
Is that the next part? Yep. Xiaoying Village. Bum, bum, bum. How did she get all the way out here? Hello? Hello? Is there a crackhead walnut around here? Hu Tao, where are you?
Air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired.
Hello?
Gummies! Fuel fruit!
What was that?
Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar.
It really does it? It doesn't sound familiar to me.
Why don't we go check it out?
You probably want to make your way around and search for the source of the shouting. And all you can find to make out is almonds. Almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious. This time for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps and you ascend to the mountain in no time. Who's up here? Why does that voice not sound familiar to me? Am I stupid? What the fuck? Wait, what? I was not expecting that at all. Wow.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
What the wait, what are they doing here? How did this happen?
What was going to happen during our travels today? I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
I love
Are
Clorin.
you guys also here to catch the festivities?
Speaking of mommy, Clorin's here.
Reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Hi, what are you guys doing here?
Happy Lantern Rite to you too!
Why are they shouting?
Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain?
And why are you yelling?
And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've
No, I could not actually. I was not even close. I was actually so far off. I thought it was Hu Tao.
Of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed.
Not wrong.
I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is. Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication.
He's a mafia boss.
Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Oh.
Perhaps. But the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right?
After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
Why did they climb this mountain?
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently, most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's
Big
not
mommy
just me.
milkers.
I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
A dummy mommy.
Speak for yourself.
Corin.
Don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really.
Let's say, it doesn't
If I
sound
ever
like
get
her.
stressed, I just go hunting.
Those poor animals when she's stressed.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Reminds me, I have Shiverse. I haven't used her. That's because I got the Shinyan.
Anyway,
That's not how you say your name, by the way. I don't know why I've
shout anything
started
you
calling her
want.
Shiverse.
It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up. Oh, okay, that's not healthy.
I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose.
You know?
No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Farina?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also
Why
here
are all the
in China
Fontanians here?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard.
Thank you. Thanks, Clarin.
Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
Oh.
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well.
But are we doing a side quest? I'm already on a quest.
Never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well.
He's here too?
He was
Wow,
already on his
Fontaine's
way
all here.
back, so they probably weren't together.
Oh, he's on his way back.
What? Nervalet was here too? What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have
Got some.
been,
He has some PTA. He's got some PTA.
He only stayed for half a day.
Or some
before heading
PTO.
back. He's a very busy man.
He had some PTO saved up. He had to
Nervalet
use.
is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Oh,
I do like
not
tea.
for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley.
It's for
Now I have
Riley,
to
of
buy
course.
something. It was just a spur of the moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing.
Does love that boy? Does
He
love his
couldn't
tea.
care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
Yeah, someone could say. Somebody call that a mint
If
picker.
only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again?
Hello.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
Well.
That reminds me.
I
said you only came up
Man,
here because
about
you
that.
heard my voice, right?
Anyway.
I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Hu Tao.
Now it's time to see Hu Tao
A few days
freak
ago,
out some other
we
people.
heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you. That's good.
Oh my god, some thick ass thighs.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Let's do it.
Good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
Jump off the mountain. Woo!
Skyward! Scatter!
That is such a better way to get around. Oh, there she is. Oh, and she met Farina. Oh boy, here we go.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao? Wonder what they're talking about.
I am too. I'm actually very intrigued. I feel like Hu Tao would fuck with her.
Stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village.
Wait, does she recognize him?
Maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients. Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Also, Hu Tao.
No time to waste. Let's go.
I feel like she's got to recognize her, right?
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina. Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
Yeah.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
I am too.
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
People won't leave me alone.
Found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land. Allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
I love Farina.
It appears you
I
have
love
been
Farina.
to Fontaine then.
Yeah, they had a whole thing there.
Given your
They almost died.
to spread
It was pretty
good
cool.
deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise.
She's the
What I
Archon.
mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell
Yeah, he's
as
Rex
much
Lapis.
from our conversation earlier. Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
No. You're no
Ay-ya.
common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself.
I love
that
Hu.
way.
Dude, I love all these girls.
Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
Probably not.
You may not have heard, friends, but
Miss Hu Tao.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Oh, cool. Wait, that's not good. Wait a minute.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
What's this about winning something?
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It's Paimon's idea.
We just saw you guys standing on services as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina. That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
Exactly who we mean.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Damn it.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too! Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
Hey, don't be upset, Traveler. How about this? You buy Paimonable and Paimon will also buy youable. As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck. I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna bury a lot of Fontanians.
most important question. Did something happen
I assume?
recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangxiang Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Wait, then what? Oh, is it for storytelling?
But Paimon just thought...
Has to do with stories, doesn't it?
The services of a funeral parlor and all. Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
Maybe?
Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
Oh, actually, that would make sense. Wait, are they gonna be like real dead bodies?
I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now.
So cute, though.
Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air. Hey!
Wow.
That's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangxiang Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
It was a fated meeting
Zhongli
indeed.
sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know.
Oh.
Wanna take a guess?
Is it Nouvellette?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
I don't know.
Impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Clorinde at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Farina's face. Oh my gosh, I love her. Is enough to convince you to leave out part about her shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Nouvellette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
To the ocean.
That's exactly what he asked.
Make him swim. He's an otter.
Full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest.
For him, swimming around would be the fastest route of all.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right
kind of what I would have guessed too.
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend...
I've never let.
What about him? He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he really doesn't.
No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
It's like a month-long vacation for him.
This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
Yeah, he's a judge.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
He's a judge.
Is that so?
Is that...
You didn't see him, Zhongli?
Is that so?
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Actually, I believe that too.
Is that so?
Judging by Zhongli's acting and taking into consideration Nufil's true identity, would Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Oh no. What? Nothing. It is what it is. I am not picking it is what it is.
To borrow Miss Farina's
I should have picked that. That's actually a funny response.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Instant regret. I should have put it is what it is.
Around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
I have a certain charm about me.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now.
What if he tells himself?
What I mean.
What if he tells himself to go fuck himself? No, sit your ass back down. I love Farina's voice actress, by the way.
This gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He's a fair and impartial Eudix Fontaine, head of the highest court in the line. Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Vital.
It's Clarendon. Huh?
Traveler.
Clarendon Navia.
Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Oh, it's Navia and Clarand. Hey, over here!
She just waves.
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine. Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you, begins to introduce themselves. Vitel's eyes light up when she hears about Clarend's profession. Of course. But a quick explanation from Farina and Novelette seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas. Out there executing people left and right.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Oh, they're only here for a day.
Then, Miss Farina.
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh,
She's trying not to seem.
I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
I just want to hug I just want to hug Farina. She's just like. She just sounds so sad and uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Well, just more uncomfortable than sad.
Ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers. There's no wind.
Oh, that is such a good that is such a good picture.
What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where
what is this fucking picture, bro? How does she look like Nagatoro like this?
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
Oh, Hu Tao.
Did I hear you mention that Chlorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, something like that.
Well, that's, all in...
She's still immortal?
Besides...
Oh no, she gave up her power. I guess she's not immortal anymore, right?
It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Xiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum? Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
Sort of.
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
I love how happy she is, bro.
The winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Farina deserves to be happy.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
I just love seeing her happy.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol,
He is a mob boss.
a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Chlorand
Sijuin,
isn't much of a
yay!
shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Yeah, the other one's one has to be restrained. The other one's a leader of a mob.
I made today were well within my budget.
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird.
The Steamboy.
Other than that, just some bits and bobs.
This week on the Steamboy.
A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
I bet it did.
Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Maripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, Even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought.
And you know.
If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Indeed.
Dude, that's toxic. What the fuck?
Offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we
This is what? Now we're going to Fontaine? Isn't this a Liyue event? What the fuck is that? Whatever. Wait, how much is that? Oh, it's like 30. I thought it was like 300 primos. That would have been nice. Okay. To the Fortress of Meripede we go. What is happening, bro? Man, talk about side quests. I mean, not that I'm upset or anything, but like, how did this happen exactly? I thought we were like already ending after the cinematic.
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
And now all of a sudden we're in Fontaine. What is happening, bro? Oh well. I guess if they want me to go there, who am I to say no? Also, I can never remember how to get into this place. Really, this makes it easier. Hoot, hoot. Oh, please, wrong one. X. Okay. I could probably climb up this way, right? Yep. There he is. I made it. Oh, I see that right down there. I'll grab that in a second. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Look, it's Neuvillette. We lucked out.
Look, he's here.
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting. Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal.
Oh, I guess he's not wrong.
Day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
Yeah, no, we're not here just randomly.
I see. Thank you for informing me. Yes, they have been safely delivered.
Nice.
I have
Rashleigh.
to Clorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
You fell for the trick.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
That's funny.
That explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
Oh?
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
What is that?
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
What is happening?
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go. We joked with Claran some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
You did it, buddy. Good job.
Very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of...
I really thought this was going to lead into like a different story and some seriousness, and it's just dicking around.
This deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Ah, surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
No, I insist.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
Well, Sijuin.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source.
The same way balance between work and play is true.
The same elsewhere. Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
Sure.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once. Refreshing. My spontaneous...
How did he get there, by the way?
Inspire quite a few other spontaneous...
He transformed into like a dragon or something?
Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
You're, Ooh, wait, that's kind of cool. Wait, that's sick.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations. Really? You like it?
Yeah,
to tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve.
Oh, we're good.
Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is. That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted. You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
You pass along the advice for Nouvelette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself.
Denied.
It sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. Now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to
I could have
discover.
fucking told you that. Oh, it gave it to us. Sweet. That's it, I guess. Yeah, I guess that'll do it. That was kind of an abrupt ending. I really thought that after the cinematic, that would have been a great ending, but, you know, I guess they just had a random, subquest there. I guess. I don't know. I love seeing the Fontaine girls anyway, so it's not like it's a bad thing for me. But, oh wait, what is this? Okay, yeah, that is it. I thought this was not it. But that is it. That will be the quest. I hope you guys enjoyed having me for your Lantern Rite experience. I hope you guys enjoyed and watched through. If you watched through it, you know, give me a like, give me a sub, give me a comment, let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed the Lantern Rite event this year. I am about to get out of here. I will see you gamers in the next one.